You sure do get some nice views up here. These are in the high Sierras here. We are way up in the Sierras. That's the road we're on. We're at this mine doing some follow-up work today. I did a pretty good job covering all the stuff on the surface a while back, but I didn't have my waders with me the day that I visited this one, and so I was not able to get to the very end of the mine here, and that always bothered me. So I wanted to follow up and get to the very end to confirm 100% what was there. There's the portal right there. I'll head on in and get to the end this time. Just inside the portal now, and you can see it punches straight back for quite a way. And we've been in here a decent distance, but as I mentioned before, we have not been to the very end. So let's get to the end. Fortunately, there are these boards on the ground that are a lot easier to walk on than the mud. Of course, having said that, I just slipped on it. And that's what happens when you don't step on it. Just sink up to thigh level. Very muddy in here. And that continues back that way. Got a bad feeling that I've got a hole in my waders because that's feeling a bit colder than it should. But I'll walk on the side over here so I don't plunge down like that again. Kind of slow going. Trying to keep my balance on these because these are really slippery. You see the old timber set in here. And of course it makes weird noises when you push the boards down the mud. Keeps going back that way. Alright, at least the boards are out of the water now. See the remains of, that must be, I believe that's lagging. The remains of lagging on the side there. Do you see the water line on the sides there? Everything below, you know, the dark stuff, was all underwater. So this would not have been possible to visit before when the water was that high. You can see clearly they had the straps we're always talking about, and that's where they had the straps of metal or strips of metal they would put down on the boards as sort of a form of lightweight budget rail. Still looking ahead, and if you look at it closely, you can see the metal strap on top, and then everything underneath is wood. So that was a lot easier than heavy duty rail. Alright, they don't stand up straight for at least a little way here. Already hunching back down. But it's nice to straighten out my back for a minute. Now I can't tell the point where I stopped and turned around last time. As you can see, this is fairly featureless through here. All I can say, I had my nice boots on, and I stopped when the mud started coming over the top of the boots, and I can't say where that was in relation to what I'm seeing here now. I do see something up ahead. It's hard to tell what it is. I can't tell if it's a face, although given the history of this mine, this one's supposed to go back a way. So I don't know, maybe it bends there. I'm getting closer. I endeavor to find out. I'm very curious about this. This has been bugging me for a while. You guys can probably see that now too. Just some kind of obstacle there. See lots of the old supports and such in here. Okay, I remember that bucket there. This is close to where I stopped before. Can't remember if I got by the bucket before or not. This is close by. And it's definitely tough going. I can't tell if that's a cave-in or not, but that's why we're here, right? Bear with me, I'm into some pretty serious sucking mud where it really wants to hang on to your boot, just like that. Hang on to your boot when you go into it. This isn't scripted, you know, I'm doing all this live. This isn't like reality TV where everything's fake and scripted. And so you'll see me fall like I just did. I didn't fall, I slipped. I'm thinking it might be a cave-in. Looks like a cave-in. The question is, can we get over it? And we'll endeavor to answer that question momentarily. I can get up to it. Oh man. I know a couple people taking a crack at working this one. We're gonna get it open again, and these buckets and such are evidence of their efforts. Whether they're successful or not is looking fairly unlikely at the moment. But I'm gonna try and go to the end and check for sure. Because how many times I said, oh, I think that's the end, and it's been anything but. So, slowly but surely, I'm gonna make my way through this mucky mine mud. Classic mine mud right there. Orange color. This is a lot of work. This is a good workout for anybody that wants to lose some weight or something, getting a mine exploring. Okay, well, I'm looking at here, and we are not getting through that, unfortunately. That's caved to the very top, and that's all soft, muddy material. So, yeah, this one is done. I knew this one ran back a long way originally. I don't know if there was perhaps an ore chute here or a raise or just collapsed. This is all hard rock, and so I would speculate that there was a chute or a raise on here, because this was an underground placer mine. They were pushing into the ancient river channels. I don't see any sign of that here, although that orange mud is sometimes an indicator, but they could have hit something just beyond it. They could have gotten in the channel just beyond, and that was enough to send it down. But now we know. Now we know for sure, and I can finally sleep at night because this has been bothering me. I was turning around to head out, and I happened to look in these buckets here, and This bucket has what looks like some ore samples or something like that. It also has a mummified mouse. There's a mummified mouse, in case you didn't believe me. Poor guy. Probably fell in there and couldn't get out. There's an attractive creek here outside of the mine. And you see all these rock piles from the old timers working the placers. Just everywhere around here. Up hillside over there. You can see extending up the hillsides over there, all across the other side of the creek. This area was worked so heavily.